If you don't do this, Jesus won't know you. Not at the rapture, not on Judgment Day, not ever. You repented, you believed, but heaven still doesn't recognize your voice because something deeper, something older is still speaking for you. It's not just sin, it's not just rebellion, it's iniquity. The twisted identity you never exposed. If it stays buried, your prayers go unheard, your worship becomes noise. And worst of all, your name is never written in the Lamb's Book of Life, because God only knows who you became in Christ, not the mask you protected. You'll stand before Him thinking you made it, and hear, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity, I never knew you. Subscribe, because if iniquity isn't purged, your name won't be on heaven's list. Don't miss this, because what's inside you might be shutting heaven out. David didn't say, forgive me. He said, wash me thoroughly from mine iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. Because forgiveness doesn't erase iniquity, it opens the door. But iniquity requires something else. Exodus 34 says God forgives, but He visits iniquity. Why? Because it's buried, passed down, hidden in the thoughts you justify and the feelings you never question. And purging it begins with one thing: mercy. You were wronged, used, humiliated, and you say you forgave, but you still judge them when their name comes up. That judgment is the sign iniquity remains. Jesus said in Matthew 5:7, Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. No mercy, no cleansing. And in the parable of the unforgiving servant, a man was forgiven a mountain of debt, but refused to forgive someone else. His original debt was reinstated, and he was handed over to torment. Why? Because mercy isn't optional. It's the only way heaven's mercy can reach you. Forgiving from the heart doesn't just free them, it purges the iniquity that bitterness was protecting. Listen closely, because if you think mercy is enough, you'll be drowning in iniquity until the day Jesus rejects you. Mercy opens the door, but it doesn't clean the house. You can forgive, release, even cry at the altar, and still walk away bound. Because mercy only invites God in. It's the next key, the one almost no one talks about, that actually scrubs the root clean. And until you use it, the part of you Jesus never formed will still be the loudest thing in your soul. David said, Thou desirest truth in the inward parts. Mercy softens the ground, but only truth can scrub the soul. Jesus prayed, Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. You can't just forgive. You have to replace. You forgave your mother, but deep inside, the voice still says, You'll never be enough. That voice is more than trauma. It's iniquity, a root identity lie. And roots produce fruit. That lie can lead to drug addiction, to giving your body away in fornication, to rage, insecurity, manipulation. All are symptoms. The root is identity-level deception. So how do you wash that? Ephesians says Jesus cleanses His people with the washing of water by the word. So you fight the lie with verses like, You are complete in Him, Colossians chapter 2, verse 10. Accepted in the Beloved, Ephesians 1:6. Fearfully and wonderfully made, Psalm 139, verse 14. It's your job to meditate, declare, and replace, until your thoughts become heaven's thoughts, until your soul starts to match the identity Christ already gave you. Psalm 19 says, Cleanse thou me from secret faults. Why? Because those secret beliefs, the ones you never challenge, are what iniquity uses to stay hidden. And now you know the formula. It's not mystical, it's not emotional, it's biblical. By mercy and truth, iniquity is purged. Proverbs 16:6. That's the only way. But even that isn't the end. The rest of the verse says, And by the fear of the Lord, men depart from evil. If mercy opens the gate, and truth scrubs the soul, then the fear of the Lord is what locks the door against iniquity's return. Because when you fear Him, you'll never let what He saved you from shape you again. Subscribe and watch the next video to learn how to cultivate the fear of the Lord and gain divine power to rule over sin, reign in life, and walk as the King God ordained you to be.